What up, Crypto Warriors? It's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Monday, June 1st, 2020. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States. Let's get into it. Investing in Bitcoin, question mark. The current crisis underlines the importance of Bitcoin. This was written on April 21st on Medium, coming from Dominic Strokal, all right, economics expert at Satoshi Labs. And just read the disclaimer right there. Basically, DYOR, don't take his stuff for investment advice. But it pertains a lot to what's happening right now on June 1st, although this was written a month and a half ago. All right. Governments and central banks are stronger than before. The system becomes more fragile and dangerous, and that's exactly when it makes sense to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a hedge against the system. COVID-19, the new coronavirus, hit us much harder than the mortgage market collapse and subsequent financial dominoes in 2008. And governments and central banks have taken more drastic measures to support the economy. The borders were closed. Citizens are being surveilled. Companies are being nationalized. Money is being given out. Central banks are pumping liquidity into banks, and they are buying up everything they see. The fundamentals on which Bitcoin is built have never been more important than today, and that's when you should think about Bitcoin. Bitcoin exists exactly because of what is happening now. Although, like I said, this was written about 6 weeks or so ago. It pertains to what's happening right now. Like 2020 has been one hell of a year, man. We started out big pump in the market, kind of expecting a crash to come. Then we got slapped in the face with this whole COVID-19 thing. And then now we saw a series of killing of black people. First a young man in Georgia, then a young lady down in Louisiana, and then now George Floyd in Minneapolis. And people are frustrated. People can't take it anymore. And with all of this that's happening already, and to put that on top of it, that third one was just the pin that pricked the bubble of people tired of an overreaching government. Here we are. We saw about an hour ago, crypto Twitter pretty much lit up. Did Donald Trump just fire tear gas and rubber bullets at a peaceful protest to go and get a photo? This is Peter McCormick on Twitter. We saw people tweeting out this. I waited too long to invest. And this is coming from Bitcoin Zay, author of Bitcoin and Black America. This is a reply to Zuby. All right, 2020 is a jam-packed schedule. Keep up. Zuby was asking pretty much, did everybody forget about COVID-19 already? And here it is. I'm not saying Bitcoin can stop police violence, but when the smoke clears, we need an economic solution to make our community self-sufficient. Bitcoin has to be a part of the strategy because censorship, resistance, scarcity, and remittance payments. And here it is. The protests. These people were peaceful protesters outside the White House, and tear gas being pumped into the crowd while Trump calls himself an ally of the protesters. Tonight won't end well. We are living in some crazy times, people. We are living in some crazy times. Right now in NYC, the governor, Andrew Cuomo, has announced that a curfew will be imposed on NYC starting tonight from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., later compared to similar orders in other cities in announcing the curfew. He also noted a beefed up police presence. So the only people that aren't affected by this curfew, obviously, are essential workers. Next. People seem to forget this. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or free or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. I highlighted that because some of these protests weren't peaceful. But if you are peacefully or assembling in a peaceful manner, and the government shouldn't infringe on that. Stop the few that are making it worse for the people that are peacefully protesting. And as we saw here on, if you watch the Bitcoin movement, within the past hour, the Bitcoin price broke the 10K mark. And that was around the time we saw the tear gassing of the people, if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it. Bitcoin pump. We're having a little retracement right now, but we are solidly above 10K at the moment. Do you think that it had something to do with what happened in the past hour or so? You let me know. As always, thank you for watching. Smash up the likes. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell to get notified of when I upload new videos. And freedom isn't free, people. Buying Bitcoin is a peaceful way of subduing the system or escaping the system, getting out of the matrix, so to speak. And Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.